This is day 3, and look who we have here. Best Buy. We're in 14th Street, Union Square. It's raining, it's cold as hell out here. This man is die hard. I'm seeing people walking by, saying hello, being nice to Triforce, shaking his hand, taking pictures. You are a celebrity, Triforce. This is day 3. What on earth is going on, my brother? You are at the talk of the town, really, dude. What's going on here?
Well, I spoke to like the management, and there was like a misunderstanding. So it's not like Best Buy is being like rude or anything like that. So pretty much they just said that they were having other launch parties. Today they have another one with some Spanish reggaeton artists. So they just was like, they don't want to be rude to those people and those fans by me standing first in line. So pretty much they wanted me to try to, like, you know, not be in the way for that. So they said officially now at midnight later on today, yeah, so it's like 7:21 now, but midnight later on today I can officially form the line. I just got to be back here by 11:50, and they'll make sure they hold my spot. So once I do that, then I'll officially start the line again, and then we run it into Sunday.
I've been walking around the neighborhood and I've been seeing you sitting across the street, going into the local Starbucks, hanging around the area, scoping it out because you don't want to lose your space online. And plus, you have tons of supporters. You have tons of top websites like N4G, Kotaku, RawGamePlay. You have a whole bunch of websites with this video, even top Nintendo sites from what I heard. And people are calling you a hero. People are loving you. Some people are dissing you, talking about, hey, you just want to be pro player. But they don't really seem to know who you really are, bro. I mean, tell them. First of all, I heard, and that's just a fact, you are in the Guinness Book of World Records. Am I right? Tell us how, man.
Well, first of all, I've been getting some calls from my friends saying that these guys are dissing me, calling me a wannabe pro gamer and all this other stuff. And I guess they can feel like that because I don't really put myself out there, so I try not to toot my horn. But since they're attacking me, I guess I'll attack back. Like I am the Guinness and Twin Galaxies World Record holder for Tetris DS. I'm also the Versus Super Mario Brothers World Record holder and Guinness World Record holder in terms of the arcade. And I was just at an event over the weekend called the Kong Off. It was at Richie Knuckles. It was in New Jersey. You had guys like Billy Mitchell, Hank Chen, Eric Howard, Steve Wiebe. These guys was all there competing in the Kong Off to find out who's the undisputed Donkey Kong champion, and that was Hank Chen. Guys like the first video game champion ever, Ben Gold, was there. And oh, I got my Power Glove autographed by Ben Gold. What up, dogs? So I'm like, over the weekend, I was hanging out with those guys and I beat my own world record. And that's just to start off. I have like 30 other world records. I've been in Street Fighter 4 tournaments. I've been in Mortal Kombat tournaments. I've been in video game tournaments throughout my entire life. To me, it's just like a hobby, just something I do because I feel I'm good enough to compete in the games. But my most notable stuff is the development of pro players like the 2009 National Street Fighter 4 champion, Justin Wong, the 2007 World Marvel vs. Capcom 2 champion, IFC Yipes, the 2009 World Marvel vs. Capcom 2 champion, Sanford Kelly, the World Gaming Cup 2011 champion, Dominion, who's in the UK right now, and he just bodied Starnab in the N3DS Street Fighter tournament. So there was a handheld tournament for Street Fighter, he just won it. And not to mention guys like Kaiba, Andre, who's Jago, he beat Daigo, Kraymore, and Remix. And there's so many other players in the Empire. National champions for Gears of War. The list really goes on for like 10 years. So I wouldn't say we make as much money as like T-Squared or Wall Street from MLG, but in terms of our track record and competing and winning in video game tournaments, like those guys are good, but they ain't messing with us. So that's enough for that on the pro player standpoint.
Well, that's really good, man. You know what? You put it out there like that because a lot of people, they know you as Triforce, Game Master, Empire, Arcadia, but you are a die-hard Nintendo fan. I mean, dude, you're known for wearing the old school but classic Power Glove. Where's your Power Glove, bro? Oh, it's in the bag. I don't want to get it wet. So I'll wear it when Friday comes, I'll put it on and stuff like that. Oh, for all the fashion people out there, this is the original uniform what I'm wearing, but I got some old school jump offs for y'all. You got the Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt shirt. Where'd you get that from?
This was in 2007 by Terrell. Bought it from Nintendo World.
So you beat your own world's record from what I heard, and actually was it at Super Mario Brothers? Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I remember once upon a time I even heard rumors that you actually crashed on the floor so you can just continue to beat your world record. Am I right? Where was that located?
And that was at Richie Knuckles Arcade. I had to hit the arcade deck.
Hit the arcade deck, bro. But look, let's talk about the 3DS, and that's what everybody's here for. What's your thought on the 3DS? Give us some insight, because you are known as a handheld player. You love Nintendo. You got the hat. I've never even seen a Nintendo hat. I've never even seen a Nintendo jacket, bro. I don't even know where the hell you got that from. The pad, that's an old school pad for those Nintendo heads out there. Tell us your insight and give us some, in your words, about the 3DS and why you sitting out here and it's hailing. It's hailing out here, bro. I mean, little tic-tac size hail is hitting us, and you're still standing out here, man. Come on.
Well, for the 3DS, every time Nintendo does something that's actually innovative, I always support. Like, they have upgrades, but the 3DS is the actual true successor to the DS. I'm like, you had the DS, which then changed to the DS Lite, the DSi, the DS XLs, but it didn't really push the envelope in terms of like the evolution for the handheld. And the Nintendo 3DS is actually the next step forward. And pretty much I want to support that. I like to support all of Nintendo's innovative and intuitive pushes in technology for gaming. Whether it's casual, whether it's competitive, it doesn't matter, whether it's hardcore, whatever you want to call it. And a lot of people like to talk a lot of trash about Nintendo, yet when the Wii launched, everyone was like, oh, what is this motion sensor garbage and blah, blah, blah. Yet, you know, PlayStation came out with the Move and the Xbox came out with the Kinetic. So, like, doesn't that make these people hypocrites? Like, they was just dissing the Wii in 06, yet they clearly copied the same thing that Nintendo did. So they're always the innovators. They always start stuff. They're the trend starters, and then everyone trashes them in the beginning, but they end up copying them later on. I bet you see another handheld that's going to do 3D. How much you want to bet? Give it 2-3 years. Like, you can't stop that. And because of that, I want to support Nintendo. So I was checking my BlackBerry, and they was like, people were saying like, okay, so Nintendo's not really doing anything big. If you look at their titles for the N3DS, there's nothing really huge at the N3DS. And now this is something I want to say about the hardcore gamers. Right? I believe I'm a hardcore gamer. You know, actually no, I am. I don't believe it. I am. And my problem with hardcore gamers is this: these guys are overcritical about every little thing, and they're the reasons why companies don't really cater to them anymore. They complain about games being too easy. That's because the casual gamers really do support the companies. They're the ones putting out the money for it. Where the hardcore gamers are going to download, hack, emulate, and all the versions of the games that's out there, they're not really supporting the companies. These companies have people working to create this new technology, and they're supposed to be getting paid for it to feed their families. Now, no one wants to go making all of that technology, and then hardcore gamers is just hacking stuff. Like, huh? So then where are they going to get their money to take care of their families and stuff for, and they're going to get paid for? So it doesn't bother me that these companies like Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft is making these games for the casual gamers. The casual gamers support it. They're the ones actually have real jobs and they're paying for it. To be honest with you, I'm a hardcore gamer, and I'm going to tell you, hardcore gamers don't really got money like that. So just on the business level, it's smart to work for the casual gamers. And although they haven't really innovatively, none of the titles necessarily push the strength of the N3DS, what do you expect? It's the launch title. Like, what do you want? The end-all, you know, game for the N3DS in the opening of the launch? It's not going to happen. The point is, the point people have to understand, it's about support. It's about, you know, loving what you do, and truly being out there and being devoted and dedicated to what you love. That's the whole point. Like, what do you want? Like, if you're not going to support, if you're not really going to be out there and push and support, then you shouldn't really talk. Everyone's like, Triforce, why don't you pre-order it? Because then I'll be a follower like everyone else who did. I want to be different.
Well, Triforce, I believe we got to wrap it up. We're getting wrap up here from our producer. This is Michael Hurdle from RawGamePlay. We're going to be out here. It is Wednesday, day 3. We're getting it in. We will be back here at 12 midnight to see if you are actually still standing here, Mr. Triforce, because we're going to be monitoring you, okay? To make sure you're a real hardcore gamer, we're going to put you to the test, brother, and see if you can endure the rain, the sleet, the snow, and the element of 14th Street Union Square. This is Michael Hurdle from RawGamePlay at Best Buy in 14th Street Union Square. RawGamePlay.com, everybody. Follow us on Twitter.com/RawGamePlay and Facebook.com/RawGamePlay. We shall be right back.